Hi guys, this is your girl Wakeji Kamore and welcome to Reflections by Wakeji Kamore. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time that you get to listen to this. If you're listening to me on your drive to work, Yani, may your day be fruitful. May your day be fruitful. If you're listening to me after you've come from work, if you're listening to me on a weekend, whatever time you're listening to me, may the presence of the Lord actually fill you in the spaces that you're at. May you actually feel the presence of the Lord wherever it is that you're at. We are going through the book of Psalms and we are in chapter 124 today. I'm going to be reading this chapter word for word and I'm going to be reading it from the NLT version. Then I'm going to share my summary and the lessons that I have picked up from this chapter. It is my prayer and my hope that you have caught up with what it is that we do here, that you have paused to just read the chapter for yourself, just so that the Lord can speak to you personally, individually. Like the Lord just wants to talk to you. Allow him to talk to you. All right. So, hoping and believing that you have read the chapter for yourself and that the Lord has spoken to you, let me go ahead and read it again. All right. So, Psalms 124. It's a song for pilgrims ascending to Jerusalem, a psalm of David. Again, these are the songs that were being sung by the Israelites as they walked towards Jerusalem, which was built on a hill, and so they were ascending. That is why it's called a song of pilgrims ascending, the Psalms of Ascend. Higher. This is what it says. What if the Lord had not been on our side? Let all Israel repeat. What if the Lord had not been on our side? When people attacked us, they would have swallowed us alive in the burning anger. The water would have engulfed us, and the torrent would have overwhelmed us. Yes, the raging water of the fury would have overwhelmed our very lives. Praise the Lord, who did not let their teeth tear us apart. We escaped like a bird from the hunter's trap. The trap is broken, and we are free. Our help is from the Lord, who made heaven and earth. This is such a beautiful psalm. I like it. I really like it. I think it's a cute psalm. I don't know why, I just feel like it's really cute. The Lord that the Lord is on our side. It's just really cute. All right, so this is what is happening in this psalm. Psalms 124 was written by King David of Israel, and in it he reminded his people that their nations was able to defeat their enemies only because God was on their side. He did not want the people to think that their success was as a result of their own strength. In fact, he wrote that the enemies would have overwhelmed them like a flood if God hadn't held them back. And so he was just like, you know what, guys? Kama hakungekuwa na Mungu, hata hatungekuwa hapa. We would have already been, torn apart, would have been swallowed, would have been attacked and completely killed. And so, the thing is, there are many instances in this life that could have swallowed me alive. Like there are many instances of my life that could have swallowed me. If it was not for God being on my side, the loss of my parents could have completely destroyed me. It could have been my end. The fact that I lost my parents. Even before the age of 21, I had already lost both my parents. Nairobi in itself could have swallowed me with all its lustful ways and all its sherehes. It could have swallowed me. Bad relationships and heartbreak, my goodness, those could have killed me. Like seriously, like literally those ones could have killed me if it wasn't the Lord. Businesses could have failed. The businesses I've been part of could have been, even the one that I'm running now, it could have failed if it wasn't for the Lord. And the list is long. And so for me, I will praise the Lord because he did not let all these life ordeals tear me apart. I escaped like a bird from the net of a hunter. My help came from the Lord, the one who made heaven and earth. So what about you? I want to challenge you today. Just take some few minutes and think down memory lane and all the instances that had the potential to destroy you. All the instances where your life could have literally ended. Where without God on your side, you couldn't have made it. And those, once all those things have been brought to the surface of your mind, when all those instances where you're just like, what? What if not for God being on my side at that specific time? This could have maligned me. It could have been your campus life. It could have been even high school. Because, man, I know that people have had a really difficult time in high school. It could have been high school. It could have been your campus life. It could be your first job. Your encounter with a really bad boss, bad relationships. Shereheza in Nairobi. Like, I'm sure there have been very many instances. Maybe loss and having to deal with grief. And there's just so many instances in this life that could have the potential to destroy us, could have the potential to completely send us off track. So once all those things have been brought to the surface of your mind, praise the Lord. Take some time to praise the Lord and worship Him for who He is and for Him being your ever-present help. And be like as dramatic as this writer David was. He says, I escaped like a bird from the net of the hunter. Like he's just like yenyewe hapo niliponea hivi chupu chupu, like I was this close to dying if it wasn't the Lord who actually helped me. So take some time, think about all those instances, and once they have been brought to the surface of your mind, please take some time to thank God and to worship Him that He was your present help and that He did not allow you to be swallowed up in those instances. Thank you so much for listening, and see you tomorrow.